Holy sh**. Yep, that's a big fish. And we lift him so you can get him on camera. Yeah, right there.
Wait, let's back up a little. This is Houston, Texas. You know, the Houston Astros, terrible traffic, and home to the National Museum of Funeral History?
I actually drove out here because I didn't think this place was real. But it's legit.
Anyway, for all that this city is known for, what I'm about to show you is a little less known. And it all starts with those lines going right through the city. Those are called bayous.
What the heck is a bayou? Like, what's the difference between a bayou and other bodies of water like a river?
From my understanding is it's just a very low gradient stream. So essentially that just means, like, if you think about streams moving fast, it's just very slow, almost stagnant at times.
So Houston has a bunch of lazy rivers. What's so crazy about that? Well, it's not about the water. It's about what lives in the water.
Line just went slack. Think I got one.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, what do I have? Oh my god. Freaking gator. Oh my gosh.
You know, lots of us were surprised to see river otters swimming around Buffalo Bayou earlier this week. It got us wondering what other kind of critters call the bayous their home.
It's more like, what can't you find? You'll find gator gar, you'll find catfish.
Even large alligator snapping turtles.
Saltwater fish swim up from Galveston Bay into the bayou.
Somehow, a manatee swam its way up Buffalo Bayou.
I knew if I wanted to catch something big out of these bayous, that I was gonna need some help.
Yep, got it. That is so funky looking. This is 100% either somebody's former pet or the spawn of somebody's former pet.
This is Peyton Moore, a wildlife expert and host of his YouTube show appropriately called Wildlife.
This out. We're right in the middle of the city. Literally downtown Houston's just like right there. If you were gonna live in a waterway like this, you'd want to be a catfish.
He's an expert in not only the sport of fishing, but also anything and everything there is to know about the Houston bayous.
They seem to run right through the city structure, even downtown Houston. A lot of it looks like drainage ditches or maybe like little spillways created for sewer systems because there's so much concrete around them. But these are actually naturally occurring bayous that have been here long before anybody came in and built a city around it.
Can I see the mouth?
Yeah.
Wow. That's so weird.
In the wild, you'd find these in South America, Brazil, down towards Argentina. But this is an invasive species here, which is why it looks quite alien. It is, in fact, alien.
This fish was cool, and it was definitely bizarre. But I asked Peyton if we could fish for something a little bigger. The toughest fish in the bayou. The alligator gar.
All right, so from this point forward, we got to keep our voices down. Alligator gar are one of the few fish that are extremely sensitive to human voices. So if you see one down there, the way it comes up is a good indicator if we're being like too noisy or too clumsy in our approach. So this is a type of fish that conventional relaxation fishing goes out the window. This becomes more like hunting from here on in.
Step one of this hunt was to find an area of the bayou where the gar were active. With hundreds of miles of water, Peyton was looking for any signs of activity to increase our chances of success.
He wasn't very big, but an alligator gar, maybe about that long, came up right there.
And did you see its tail?
I saw his whole body, which is good, which means he's not scared of us yet. All right, so this is where we're gonna set up shop to try to catch one of the gar that are in here. So what we're using, big rod and reel. This is 80 100-pound line, 100-pound wire leader to cope with the number of teeth that they have. This is actually the front half of the grass carp that we caught in our net earlier, and this is actually a really, really good food source for gar. They're quite fond of carp.
Before we even had a chance to settle in, something quickly finds the bait.
How it behaves moving forward is what's going to tell us if it's a small fish or a big fish. Alligator gar are extremely difficult to catch. Their size and their slow growth pattern translates to tremendous age, and age is experience. These fish learn, and they are smart, and they know how to not get caught. It's acting like you let it go.
This would be the first of many close calls throughout the day. Compared to other fish, alligator gar are very particular with the bait before they commit to swallowing it.
Usually the bait is at the tip of their mouth, and your hook might not even be in there. So you have to let the alligator gar take the bait, and then what they're going to do is they're going to move away from any competition. Once they're confident, they're going to start readjusting the bait into their mouth, and they start moving again. That's when it's time to set the hook.
Knowing exactly when they've swallowed the bait can be tricky, and setting the hook too early almost guarantees you'll lose the fish.
Good fish. Oh! It's off.
Came off?
Yeah.
Damn.
Even with his years of experience and dedication to the sport, these fish were still outsmarting Peyton's approach.
That's a blue catfish.
As the day went on, and just as I was starting to lose hope, Peyton signaled to me that something had taken the bait.
All right, guys, finally, we got a good run again. I missed a huge fish, just being a moron and not letting it run. And now we've got a fast run on. We're gonna let this one take its time.
You spit it out?
I don't think so, because it's holding position pretty well. This could be the moment where it's readjusting it. I just have to be very patient and see what happens next. Still got it, still got it. Yep.
Oh my God.
That's a big fish.
Holy sh**.
All right, we're on. Nope, I wanted to turn the other way. Turn the other way. That's a good 75 pounds worth of fish down there. Oh, God. So, by hooking them at a higher angle, I'm hoping that circle hook went through the gap in its jaw that they use to expand their head to breathe. Harmless for him, very secure for us. That is a very good fish. This might be the best one I've got out of this area of the bayou. That's a really good one, even just for me. If I was doing this just alone, for my own sake, that's a good fish.
Talking about, dude.
All right, now this is very much not over till it's over. They are notorious for throwing the hook, and this landing process is one of the most difficult in the sport of fishing, I think.
Right.
That is a good fish. That's a really good fish. That is pushing 100 pounds. Oh, hold still, buddy. Hold still. He's having one more go. Yep, they always do that. Have one little kick.
Tell me what you need me to do.
What I want, it's kind of hard. I want this line to stay tight to the gar. Can you come on my left side?
Yep.
And hold this and try to point it not at him, but over him like you're doing.
Okay.
And if he starts moving, like, don't fight him, but just keep the line angled just like you're doing. All right, here we go. Got, this is about 100 pounds worth of fish right here. And he's out. He's ours. Okay.
Gosh,
All
yeah,
right.
dude.
That is a gorgeous Houston, Texas alligator gar. But these fish are just absolutely incredible. This fish is easily 25, 30 years old. It's pushing 6 feet. I'm saying this fish is probably 75 pounds at least. Definitely a female. Overall, a real dinosaur.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely incredible, incredible throwback from the past. Camera, yeah, right there. There you go.
All right.
Woo!
This is Peyton. He's a fishing expert. We were out here all day. He did all the work and caught this monster, proving that these bayous are absolutely insane and they're full of crazy amounts of species of fish. And
They're really heavy.
they're really heavy, so we're gonna get back in the water.
What I would like to see happen is for Houston to take great pride in these bayous. Don't look at them as a problem. We need to be proud of them. Texas is one of the proudest states in America, and Houston's one of the proudest cities in Texas. And I want us to be proud of these bayous and the amazing animals that call them home. Put them up on a pedestal and say, this is Texas. This is who we are. This is what we want the state to continue to be.